Now, the Dominican Republic is on alert as Tropical Storm Melissa sits nearby. You see those waters out there. You're looking at video from Santo Domingo. And as we speak, Caribbean countries are preparing for the heavy rain to stick around for the next 5 days. Officials especially focused on the dams, which currently sit at 101% capacity. Families in nearby communities being moved to shelters as that dam releases water downstream. I want to take you out live to the Dominican Republic via EarthCam. You're getting a look at that right there. That is an area near Kite Beach, which, by the way, is famous for kiteboarding, windsurfing, too. So many folks out there right now. Meteorologist Colleen Campbell here for us. Colleen, you've been talking a lot about this storm. It's going to get stronger into the weekend.
Yeah, Frank, I was looking at that outdoor furniture, and I don't think it will be kite flying. I think that outdoor furniture will be flying if they don't move it. But right now, the center of the storm is about 300 miles, give or take, from South Hispaniola as well as Jamaica. Of course, it's to the southeast of Jamaica, southwest of Hispaniola, sitting right there. We are seeing healthier convection today. Yesterday, the convection was mainly just out to the east. Now we're starting to see the convection almost all around the storm. That's something we look for when we're talking about strengthening. One of the reasons why we haven't seen convection on this western side is because of shear. Let's look at the stats. 45-mile-per-hour winds, pressures at 1,003 millibars. Usually we look for a drop in pressure for strengthening. That's not occurring at this time, and it's moving very slow, almost stationary at 2 miles per hour. Now, talking about the shear, again, we have the shear that's coming in, the winds, change of wind direction with heights and speed, and it's coming in from the northwest. That's why you're not seeing any convection or storms on the west side. And I just had our producer look at Jamaica, and Jamaica is actually, which is right here, is actually pretty nice right now. There's people out in the water enjoying it. The storm's still 300 miles away. And again, the stormy weather isn't on that side. But as the system gets closer, it looks like the track making a closer approach to Jamaica. There are watches and warnings in effect. So there's a tropical storm warning in effect for Jamaica. They issued that yesterday. That basically means that they are expecting conditions to deteriorate within 36 hours for a tropical storm warning. For a hurricane watch, they issue that 48 hours in advance, which they issued these yesterday, and that is for Haiti. The hurricane watch they issued yesterday, and today they added Jamaica to that. All right, so getting into our track here, again, some subtle changes here where the National Hurricane Center brings us slightly more to the north, just trying to squeeze in between Hispaniola and Jamaica, but then eventually does make that turn out to the west. Now, by this weekend, it will be a Category 1 hurricane, and by the time it approaches Jamaica to the south, it will be a major hurricane, Category 3 or stronger. It could even get up to a Category 4. As far as the headlines for Melissa, Hispaniola, and Jamaica, the impacts are most likely, as well as the Cayman Islands. I would watch that too. It's time to cancel those vacation plans. Those cruise ships, they know where to go. They will change their plans for you. But if you are somebody that's flying into Jamaica, for example, I wouldn't be flying there. Probably not going to happen, right? Life-threatening flooding, landslides this weekend for those locations. Here